Hello and welcome to the Watches TV. Let's talk liquids in watches again with HYT and the new products of Baselworld 2016. We interviewed Vincent Perrier about the two new products, a full gold version of the H1 and also the Bad Boy Skull, and also some actuality about the brand, like the fact that the capital has been increased of 23 million recently. So what HYT is going to do with this money? What are the plans of the brand for the month to come? Let's go and listen to Vincent. So Vincent, we are at Baselworld. You launched kind of classical watch at SAHH, but now you come with two other novelties, one very precious and the other somehow very dark.
Yeah, well, let's start with the dark one. It's called the Bad Boy. It's the skull with the damascus steel dial, really cool, with a scratch strap on it. So you really feel like a bad boy when you have it on your wrist. The other one is a full gold. It's the extension line of the H1 collection, full gold. So it's very heavy. You've got something on your wrist. You really feel it for sure. With a super luminescent system, which gives you the opportunity to read time even if it's really, really dark, like pitch dark, you read time because the SLN has been put just underneath the capillary.
Let's go back to the skull. Why launching a collection with this symbol, which is very strong for the humankind somehow?
Sure, I mean, death, as a subject, because, trying to sell that in China, in Asia, we thought was a challenge, but in fact, on the contrary, it was like a huge success. When we started like a year ago, introducing the first collection of skull last year, well, you know the story, but we it was limited to 25 pieces in gold, and we completely sold out this. Then in titanium, 50 units, completely sold out, and we kept growing this collection. And today it's part of the family, and the skull Bad Boy is a limited series of 50 units because we believe it. In so much and we see the demand is really high, and it's a big trend. I mean, we didn't invent the skull shape in the watch industry. It's in fashion. It's in the watch industry for at least 10-15 years already now. But people are asking for it, so we are here for that. But we are pushing the boundaries to new limits, because we are playing with the capillary. We are shaping or bending the capillary to give this shape and to give time throughout the death symbol of the skull. And coming with the H1 full gold somehow is going like against the trends, because we see like very light materials of course, but this is a series of like very limited numbers of units, so we don't take a huge risk, but there is demand on like full gold heavy stuff on the wrist, exactly what we lived in the 90s, and we'd like to have like a little glimpse of the 90s here back in with HYT.
Recently, HYT and Preciflex, its sister company, got somehow 23 new millions for development of the brand. So what are you going to do with this money?
Well, that money is already now directed to R&D, so finding new ideas. But the most important concept that we are developing for the next 2 years is the development of our own movements, is the standardization of our movements to reduce size, thickness, to enter into a new price segment, as you might have seen, trying to achieve 28 or 30,000 Swiss francs for a product, smaller, so maybe also for a female audience. Everything is now under work. We just started like a week ago, just before Basel, to develop that standardization within the company.
And talking sport now, HYT is going more and more into partnerships, in particular with Alinghi, and you're going to travel because of that.
A lot. Last year, 2015 was the warm-up. We started to work with Alinghi, with RC44, with Jean-Éric Vergne for the Formula E, with football players that we are starting new assignment, new contract with those guys. Everything really takes shape in 2016. A lot of travel, a lot of trips, Asia, USA for the boat activity, for the sailing activity. Jean-Éric in April for the Paris Grand Prix Formula E in the center of Paris. And cool novelties, cool partnerships, almost signed. One of them is signed here on Monday at Basel with a famous rock bands that will take place in April. So a lot of cool stuff over the next few months. You need to live and feel the brand, and we're going to be doing this over the next few months.
Thank you very much, Vincent, and have a very good fair.
We will. Thanks.